Those movies are successful, and so they continue this relationship, and you become a bit of a propaganda arm for the government, and in turn they don't fuck with you.
Right, but that's what makes information so powerful. Is you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future. And that somehow calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
God.
Propaganda is a type of communication in which one group exclusively promotes its own agenda in the hopes of persuading others to join or support its opinion.
More questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Then you ain't black. Then you ain't black. Then you ain't black.
It was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see and say, okay, she's paying her new black people.
Okay. Is it working? Yes.
If you thought that carrying Lucky Charm depicts superstitions, then hear out US President Barack Obama, who has revealed in an interview that he carries a selection of Lucky Charms and religious trinkets along with a statue of monkey god Lord Hanuman in his pocket. However, Obama made it clear that he is not superstitious but carries these Lucky Charms all around the time. He said these trinkets remind him of all the different people that he has met along the way with their hopes and dreams for him. Rosary bead from Pope Francis, a lucky poker chip from Biker in Loa, a little Buddha from a Buddhist monk, and a Coptic cross from Ethiopia.
Mbaku, leader of the Jabari wisdom.
I accept your challenge, Mbaku.
Glory to Hanuman.
I'm gonna see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
All of a sudden, we were given this free thing from the Society of America, abortion. 78% of your free abortion clinics were placed in black and urban areas for the purpose of something free of charge from a racist society. As to put it in words of one pro-abortionist, we don't need so many Negroes anymore. There's no more cotton to pick. These feelings about black people, this was one way of doing it as a social benefit, if you will. We're here to help you. Black women, and let it be stated, black women never demonstrated, demanded, or even requested the right to an abortion. We've been asking for the right to decent housing, the right to education, in fact, the right to health care. And all we've been given, free education, in fact, the right to health care. And all we've been given, free of charge, our unborn child. We are still struggling for equal opportunity. If a black woman walks into a hospital and says she is in need of some sort of medical care, she would be turned away unless she has Medicaid or Blue Cross or Blue Cross or Medicare. But if she asks for an abortion, there are no questions in your womb. It is demeaning to the black woman because when you wanted us, in other words, when we were on the plantation, you snatched the newborn baby from my arms and sold it into slavery. Today, you cut it out of the womb and throw it in the garbage. All of a sudden, we were given this free thing from the...
Yes, yes, yes.
Where we're joined by Amy Littlefield, independent journalist who covers reproductive health and abortion access at The Nation, where her latest piece is headlined, Peering into the Minds of the Moderate White Women Who Might Just Save Us from Trump. Amy, welcome back to Democracy Now! Why don't we start off by talking about the violence?
Kali is the dark aspect of the goddess Durga, who is central to Hindu devotion. Kali is, indeed, a frightful goddess to behold. Her skin is often black, her bright red eyes are set deep into her head, and her distinctive tongue lolls lasciviously from her mouth. Kali wears a garland of severed human heads and a skirt of severed arms. Her arms hold a severed head and a bowl with which to catch the blood running out of the head. A trident and a sword are also common features brandished by Kali. In the most common manifestation of Kali, the goddess has 4 arms and stands atop the supine figure of her consort, Shiva. In the 10-armed version of Kali, she is bright blue and is usually not standing on Shiva. As with most Hindu iconography, there is no singular, consistent, canonical image of Kali. She is depicted
Hello.
I want to talk to you. Okay.
What? They want to know
We're there after
round brush. I mean,
I was waiting for you to say it. And
love good.
You're like, how she always got to say you and
you may clap.
and your answer is part of the job.